we're gonna go play the dog character again. And this we're gonna play him on the dairy plant because there's wings for free. Okay, so this is the one we just had. These are the weapons that bounce. We know them. This is the other new one. The Iron Blue Will. Illicit weapon projectiles gain up to 3 bounces and pass through enemies and walls. The guns are involved, but not the laser guns, which makes sense, I think. But the knives, the axes... Huh. There's a little bit of overlap in here, and that both of these actually affect the card. So the other character is actually gonna benefit from that just nicely. This is a weird one. Huh. This one passing through enemies is huge. This one already passes through enemies as well, but now just gets bouncing properties. These two nobody cares about, because if you build these items, you are going for the lasers, and then it will not matter at all. And this is just incredibly rare, so for the most part, these are the weapons you are looking for. I don't think I intend to build them in here, even though piercing knives is kind of sexy, I gotta say. We are on this map. We're gonna get at least that item in here, and apparently we are benefiting from speed. What do we do? What do we do? This is what I was fearing, you know? With all these Arcanas slowly coming in here, the choices are actually starting to get rough. The choices are actually starting to get a little bit rough. But it's fine. Let's just go and... What do we do? Let's go grab this one. Let's go grab this one and go for some axes. So this character, you never ever want to stand still. You always want to be on the move. And there's already the axe, getting immediate benefit out of our stuff. Oh, that was good damage there. There's the magic one. The one we currently have doesn't benefit from that, so let's just banish the Ebony Wings. Never return. So yeah, they apparently found some new bouncing technology. And decided, oh my god! Did you see that? That looked so fun. That looked amazing. The axe just falling on that one enemy and then bouncing straight up again. Like there it was again. That's fun. That's actually fun. That's actually fun. That makes that weapon so exciting to use now. I wouldn't say it's good, but it just feels very, very fun. Alright, keep moving, keep running, keep chugging along. I wonder. We can get wings to become fast, I think, using up revives. With the reviving item also qualifies. Huh. Think of ways that increase your movement speed so you can have the cooldown on this one a lot more regularly. It's not that many. It's really not that many. I wonder if high movement speed this really ends up becoming good. It's hard to tell. Proto cooldowns, very good. We actually already have 3 passive items, so that's nice. We have to get this character all the way to level 100 for the final unlock. And I think we can do that. We're gonna play into the strength of the new Arcanas. We're gonna make the most out of it all. There's another one of those. Don't think this build is gonna be super luck dependent, so we don't need the Clover in here. Don't think we're gonna get any upgrades in here, so let's just open the chest immediately. Max out the duplicator, get an upgrade on the book, and that's huge. Oh wow, look at that! Look at that! Thanks to us having reduced the cooldown of the book, we are just dropping them flowers behind us. And I don't think I realized that before, but they actually appear exactly where you left before. They go in the direction you're moving away from. Okay, that's actually very, very interesting. We're learning. It's a good weapon. It's a good weapon. I'm getting more and more respect for it. There's Rosary. We're gonna save that for later. Another empty turn. We're not done to pick the cats this time around. We already did that. I mean, at least on this map we do have some snacks every now and then. But this one is not about them cats. It is not. Empty toe, maxed out. Look how many flowers there are. There are so many flowers right now. And as we grow faster, there should also be more flowers coming our way, right? That's the plan, that's the idea. We just have to realize it. X again, that's good. We do want more of those after all. Thanks to all the maxed out cooldowns we already have, we actually get a lot of that. And once the flowers are fully maxed out, they should give us insane self-healing. Pomarola, Pomarola. Nah. Kinda could go for Gun, but I don't think that's the play to make in here. Nah, we don't. We can't. The wand, huh? The wand. Sure. We already have a maxed out. Spellbook. The tome. We might as well grab the second bouncy item as well. Have some fun with that one too. Magic wand yet again. Pick up some chicken here because HP is running low. Because this weapon always goes where you have been and not where you are going to, it's actually kinda hard to not get damage when you play this character. But that's just part of the experience. Let's have the spinach first. And this is gonna be our self-healing all settled up. And another one for the axis. Look at this, it's so good. Oh, I actually did some damage against these jokers there as well. We're gonna get more projectiles as we rise in levels. We just reached level 20, so that's one more, but there's still 2 more waiting for us. We're getting a lot of healing in here. I feel like you still need that healing upgrade in here, low-key. But then again, at this point, why bother? I wonder if there's an Arcana, if there is going to be an Arcana that makes the bird actually, you know, not suck. If there's ever gonna be an item that just is going to make the birds barrel for me. I would like that. I doubt that, but I would like that. There's a fire one, and we want that too. It would make me quite happy. It would make me very, very happy. But I doubt that. But it would make me so incredibly happy. We're still looking for more passive items in here. One thing I'm sure of, when I'll have a dog, it will be a crossbred. I actually always liked Huskies, personally. I always liked Huskies, but I do know that they are very, very intense when it comes to, you know, getting outside, getting movement, getting action, getting fitness. And I always kind of felt like my lifestyle was just way too sedentary for that to work out, which is the main reason why I never got a dog. Getting a pet is a huge responsibility. And I feel like I was never up for that. Like, honestly, I always feel like I would let the dog down. Maybe I wouldn't have, maybe I would have done an amazing job. We might never know. Dogs do like me, though. In fact, dogs like me way too much. Dogs like me way too much. And even worse, dogs know how to play me. They know exactly how to play me like a fool. I think I told that story before, but I'm gonna tell it again because it's a funny story. I think it was my second to last ex-girlfriend. It has been a couple of years at this point, but it's a very long time. She had a dog. I don't even remember the name of the dog, but I have a very clear image of how the dog was looking like. I think it was like Akira, or something along those lines. Pretty big breed. I don't know the name of that breed, but very, very friendly girl. And she immediately took a liking to me, you know. First time I stepped into that house, first time she ever saw me, she immediately was all over me. And we became fast friends. And every time I was sitting somewhere, she would come and put her head in my lap because she knew she would get pets from me, right? And at some point, that became such a thrilling thing that she grew dependent on it. So, sitting in the living room, watching some kind of series or some stuff like that. There comes Akira, coming immediately to me, starting to get pets by me. Someone asks me something or someone is talking to me about something. I get distracted, talk to the person, answer the question, stop petting the dog, and Akira would immediately throw me the most pitiful, the most pity-inducing look you could ever imagine. Like, what? Human, what are you doing? Why are you stop petting me? Keep on doing it, please, please, please. So I did. And that happened so often. It happened every time. Every time me and the dog had one of those moments, and every time I stopped petting, immediately the look came. That dog trained me so well. That dog knew exactly how to deal with me. It was crazy. It was crazy. I miss that dog. I really miss it. Maybe I have to chat her up at some point and ask how the dog is doing. Dogs and the look exactly. But she only did that with me is the thing. She only did that with me. Nobody else. At least not that I'm aware of. At least not that I'm aware of. I didn't see that kind of behavior with anybody else. Maybe everybody else was onto her. Right? Maybe everybody else was like, yeah, she does it with everybody. We have grown to it and she learned that we are immune to the look. And maybe I was just the new kid in town that was not immune to the look. And that is why I had to surf. That might be. It might be. And if that's the case, yeah, fine, so be it. So be it. I was very much okay with it. Oh man, those were the days. Yeah, dogs are fun. Dogs are fine. I think the thing we like about dogs is that they not only give us a feeling of being needed, but they also give us a feeling of being appreciated. That's one thing that cats are lacking. Cats are just so indifferent about things, right? And some people are into that. Not only just with cats, but also with human relationships. Not me. Not me. I don't like that kind of stuff. Oh, man. Bouncing knives are kind of nice. Just realized that that is a fact that happens every now and then. It's pretty good. Then there are huskies, and they're almost human-like stare. I mean, there's plenty dogs and different dog breeds that are just amazing at giving all sorts of stares. They just have a very, very interesting way of throwing those glances. Let's put it like that. Let's go for some spinaci. More spinaci. And I mean, there's also the thing about cats actually not doing what you're telling them, but dogs doing that for the most part. Like, for example, let's look at this game, right? If we got a cat, that cat is not going to listen to a single word I say. They just don't, they will just not care about it. Not at all, not even a little bit. But a dog? Look at me, in full control of the dog. And the dog knows that he is in very good hands in here. I should probably not have said that, because now we're probably going to risk immediate death somewhere. But no, I don't want to let the dog down, so everything's gonna be good. Everything is gonna be great. In fact, we actually have enough to upgrade the wand in built in here, so let's do that. Holy Wand, our first upgraded weapon of the day. Still looking for some good passives. So we can go and pick up the wings in there. And also go grab ourselves the Candle Labrador. Maybe I should also get myself the Spellbind again, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, maybe we should. Maybe we should. Like, some of the most memeable pictures on the internet are just cats and dogs throwing glances, right? For a good reason. For a really, really good reason. I wonder if there's some kind of story or lore behind the idea of this dog just having a trail of flowers that it leaves behind. There we go, that's Hellfire being done. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Actually getting a lot of upgrades in here as well. By the way, heads up, we have been streaming for 4.5 hours. Yeah, that's been quite a long one. I expected this update to come tomorrow. But that was my mistake. I was thinking I'm not supposed to think. Just sit here, play games that look pretty. You don't see it, but it look pretty. Trust me. I'm professional. I won't say I'm that pretty. I'm okay looking. But I'm not a classic beauty. There's a spell by not taking it, so the flowers might live a little longer. The are you effing kidding me human kind of stare. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They're just great with that. Not as a face, they also just have great reactions with their entire body language whenever something fun or unexpected happens. They're just great, man. They're just great. They're just fun and amazing to have around. And that's all that needs to be said on this matter. That's gonna be my Arcana chest. There we have it. Alrighty then. Oh yeah, I forgot. We actually will always only have a selection of 4 in here. Let's go for the bounces on the wand. I kind of feel like knife and wand should have been on one Arcana together. Kind of feel like that would have been a little bit better. They are just weapons like that kinda benefit from that, because they're kind of living in their own world. I wonder if the guns actually would have been... I wonder if the guns with that Arcana would be good standalone weapons. Maybe we have to try that out at one point just for that. Knife maxed out, there we go. All them knives. Still looking for a passive item. Hoping to find it sooner rather than later. Armor we're gonna get for free in here later. Let's reroll. Hollow Heart we don't particularly mind or care about. Clover, we don't really need Clover though. Let's banish the skull. Get it out of my game forever. Get it out of the way and never return. Slowly running out of options in here. It really wants me to have Tiragis, oh my god. Okay, Labrador we're gonna get for free later. Tractor is also lying around in here somewhere. Pomaroller we don't need. Eventually we'll have to make a choice. Maybe just picking up a crown when we see it would be good enough. Yeah, I think we do that. We just need to reach level 100 after all. There we go for the book. Eraser. The bouncing axes have been very fun, but looking forward to the Death Sickles. Oh my god, I just forgot. Red Death actually starts with Death Sickles, doesn't he? That's a huge buff for him, and he didn't need it. He did not need that buff at all. But I think that character is very, very much outside of the buffing and nerfing spectrum. There's Crown, that's good enough for me. Another big one, giving us the Vespers yet again. And there's the wings. You know what would also be cool? If this character had a trait that would also make him stronger the more chicken he eats. I feel like if there's any character that should deserve that kind of treatment, aside from cats, it would be this one. Sounds good, don't you agree? Let's actually go for the observation now. Let's go for the candelabra first. So we're moving a little bit faster now. In theory, that should give us more cooldown. But because it always fires backwards, I'm just really not sure if the flowers really do that much for us. It's kinda hard to say. The extra duration probably also helps though. Yeah, the flowers actually last pretty long now. And I mean, every now and then we still see the green numbers pop in, so they are apparently doing something somewhere. To some degree, we actually see a lot of green numbers pop in. Yeah, maybe this is actually gonna be a good run for them. Now that we've understood the principle. Okay, speed has been maxed out. I can barely see the flowers. It looks like a very colorful stream right now. I take it. Take it all along on day. Man, this bouncing is sick. This bouncing actually looks exciting. Like the small flickers of the knives just doing that thing. everywhere. We do have the knives. We will have the death sickles. We might go for critical hits, I guess, for the final item. Let's do that. Maybe then I should have actually gone for the gloves, but you know, no point. A little to no point in doing so. This run's pretty good at this point now. This is very good. And yeah, I think a full healing run's actually pretty feasible with this. Now I only wish that there would be a good way to actually manipulate your HP aside from just taking damage so you can actually get Soul Eater all up in there. All up on the base damage. Or maybe they have done some change like that, I just didn't know it. I haven't read the patch notes for this in detail, I just glanced over them really quickly. So they might have done something like that, I don't know. Oh man, the knives are everywhere. The knives are everywhere. So what happens if I just... Okay, I think this might actually be the way to play if you just want to be quote-unquote stationary. Just turning around so that the flowers spawn in every direction. We're gonna go for the remaining items. The armor is the one I'm most interested in. Just to ensure our survival long-term in here. There's a lot of experience coming my way, oh my god. There's a lot of experience! Where's that all coming from? Huge. Oh, it's actually huge, my god. And, yeah, we're gonna go grab the armor. And after that, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what we're gonna do. Oh my god, look at how big the flowers are actually just behind me. It's insane. I don't think that we really have a character who's dedicated to the idea of having movement speed as its defining stat. So this is a little bit of a first. There's only one item that you can have to manipulate that stat, so limited in that regard as well. The problem with movement speed is, while it is a very desirable stat just for, you know, moving around and survivability, it's not exactly a stat that gives you a lot of benefits aside from that. There's not a lot of weapons, for example, that scale it really well. I think Labora actually does in some kind of weird and elaborative way. But that's an exception. I think every other weapon doesn't really have anything like that going on. Alright, might as well go grab the Absorption Orb too. Farm some more levels. Almost thought you're gonna quote Vegeta when Cole asked it, you think you're being cute? Bitch, I'm adorable. Oh, man. Team Forster, man, those were the days. There's a big chest coming my way, I guess. Don't think we need anything else out of it, but I appreciate the money. Oh, my neck. Oh, my neck. Oh, my heart. There we go. Oh, yeah, I forgot we were still waiting for the Death Sickle. That's actually a very convenient big chest. Okay, and now we should be having those also bouncing. They bounce off the walls. It's great. It is really good. Death Spiral already was one of the very liked weapons. It is a very strong one, and that one actually bouncing is very sick too. We just need to make it to minute 21 so we can get crits on them enabled. And then it's gonna be an Onslaught God Axe Massacre. We're moving very fast, which is nice. All the extra movement speed being put to good use. It's beautiful to behold. I really wish that the other weapons, like the bone and the cherry bomb, were not super rare weapons. I wish they would be a bit more common so you can actually just weave them into your regular runs. And I also hope that they will get evolutions later down the line. That would be great. That would be great. I would like to believe that the developers are actually working on that. That will make me very happy. Oh, we got an Absorption Orb. Probably don't even need it, but we have it. We have it. My knives are looking so big and doing so much in here, it's crazy. Okay, so we're gonna just turn around in here in a circle. A small circle like that. And we're gonna drop those flowers everywhere they go. Every now and then I see a number 1 pop in there over my head. So they do get kills, they are doing things. It's kinda hard to make out how their damage is stacking up though. It's really kinda hard to see. There's so many numbers on the screen too. Fireball probably still the most hard-hitting weapon we have at our disposal. It says that the cooldown... I just skipped a lot. It still says that the cooldown reduction is getting reduced just by moving around. But the damage is what I want to know. How hard each and every one of these flowers is actually hitting in here. But with so much clutter on the screen, it's really hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. There's another chest we might as well. Let's see. So 12 minutes left on the clock. How fast do these flowers spawn when they just stand still? I mean, it seems like they are still spawning. They are pretty much stuck where I stand. It's kind of weird. It also looks like they just don't really... Are they just not moving when they just stand still? Is that it? They really aren't. You see they're bunched up together here with me. But it doesn't seem like they actually do anything that way. That's weird. That is weird. So it's really a weapon that wants you to be as active as possible. But it firing to the back is so weird. It firing to the back is so weird because, for the most part... Here's why this weapon is awkward, right? So, I move to the left. In most cases, I will have some kind of weapon that will kill things that are ahead of me or around me. So behind me, as I leave, there will not be that much opposition left. So it feels like this damage is going to be mostly wasted. Okay, maybe just moving left and right in exchange like that. Yeah, I think this might actually be the best way to play it. Alternate between left and right. I think this is actually the way to play, so you can just have a lot of those flowers spawn in together. Yeah, I think I solved it. I think this is it. I think this might be it. Okay, fine. We just have to wait and see how the damage numbers are looking when we are done in here. Still getting the occasional healing in here. But it's very occasional. There's also a big fella. All the way up in my grill. He didn't last long. He got demolished, as he should. Give me a regular chest. I mean, sure, why not? It's very nice to have 3 weapons in total now I can heal, though. That's definitely a run that you can build around something. And I like it. I feel like a weapon like this that is reliant on getting its effects upon killing something. Those effects are always very weird in this game because, for the most part, they tend to not be the most kill-heavy weapons. And on top of that, they always will compete for those kills with other weapons that are just much better at killing. Like there, for example, you saw the fireball just cleared out everything standing in front of me. It's very hard for a weapon like that to do anything in that situation then. Also, shout out to my man Green Death, didn't spawn in here. Makes me very happy. No more Green Death on these runs, I swear. Still get anxiety just trying to unlock Toasty through that guy. My god, it was terrible. Getting pretty high up in level. We already reached level 100. We have reached our quota, so to speak. At this point, it's just gravy. It's just wanting to stay alive as long as possible to see this run come to completion and fruition. There's a wake, there's the healing, there's the Heart of Fire. Here we have both the bouncers. Attack speed is not really gonna do much for us. I think we're probably gonna go for this one. Make the Hellfires even stronger. That is the other aspect. There's just not that many Arcanas that benefit this particular weapon in here. I guess duration might be decent, but only to some degree. Why is my Johnny Tube, my god. Why is my YouTube feed filled with Johnny Depp testimonies? First of all, it's not only yours. I have seen those a lot today as well. And that entire Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing has been incredibly popular on the internet. It has been everywhere. Not only on YouTube, it's also on Twitter. trending all along the day. I can see why that is interesting to some people for a lot of different reasons, but it's not really a topic that particularly interests me in particular. Alright. Just anime and VTubers? That sounds horrible. But I also have a lot of anime on my YouTube, so I can relate to that. But aside from that, quite a few comedians. A couple of YouTubers that I just watched once and then never again for this or that reason. And the occasional bit of fitness stuff. Sometimes. I mean, game-related stuff, of course, as well. Which is only reasonable. But yeah, that's my YouTube for the most part. My Instagram is what's worrying me, though. That is really, really worrying. I have Instagram, I use it only for private reasons, not for YouTube-related reasons. And even that is a far stretch, because I don't really use it. I just use it as a platform to chat with some people. But the pictures, it is showing me all the time. I think Instagram is thinking that I'm a very, very horny boy. Because it only keeps on showing me those girls that are busy promoting their what's that one platform called again? The naughty Patreon one, that one. That and humorous stuff and fitness stuff is the only thing I see on Instagram. It's a very, very awkward combination. The Quantum Mod has followed me on Twitch. Greetings and thank you kindly for the kind follow. What's new in this beta? This character over here. You can probably not really see him because of all the effects flying around. But yeah, there's a new character. He is a dog and he is a good boy. And he shoots flowers out of his ass. I'm not even kidding. That's exactly what he is doing. And we got 2 new Arcanas. I am using both of them. They are pretty much doing the same thing, though. They are making different weapons bounce. Like, for example, you see that my knives in here, they're not just shooting straight, but they actually bounce off of enemies and off the walls. And the same is true for my fireballs and my death spirals. It's very, very good. It makes a lot of weapons that were already very good a lot better. And the Arcana that makes the knife bounce, I think it also makes them just in general pass through enemies. It's very, very good. It's very, very nice. I have never heard of Corn Club, so I probably mean the other one. But yeah, Instagram is very interested in me seeing those things, and I don't know why. I don't know why. Must be thinking I'm a simp, but I'm not. Is that a word I'm allowed to say these days? I'm very unsavvy on that regard. It's very awkward to have to ask that stuff in the first place, but let's put that to the side. But yeah, this update to come back to it, very, very good. New Arcanas have been nothing but exciting and will make a lot of more niche weapons hopefully a bit better. The new weapon where those flowers come out of my butt, I have honestly got no idea how good it is, but it is another weapon that can heal, which is all by itself pretty interesting. And will probably breed quite a few interesting playstyles. Do flowers do any special? They come out, it's kind of hard to see really, but they really come out in the opposite direction of where I walk from. And the description says that they reduce their cooldown as you move, which is why I'm not holding still. And apparently, more movement speed, the faster you move, the shorter the cooldown is. So it really incentivizes you to just keep on moving. And kills you get with the flowers on the final rank will actually give you 1 point of healing. That's really all there is to it. No idea if it's really, really good. We had one run with them, but they really weren't shining all that much. But maybe this is the run. Maybe this is the run where they will be, honest to God, amazing. Dog that farts flowers. Exactly. Exactly. Like, honest to God, if that were an honest to God real thing, people would love that. Of that I am certain. But yeah, I think I think on this run we're having right now, the flowers will have a really hard time comparing to the other weapons we are using right now that also benefit from the Arcanas. Like, you don't see me getting any healing numbers in here. That means that the flowers are not getting any last hits. That means... Actually, there were some. There were some green numbers. We are still getting some last hits in here. That's good. That's good news. I was about to say, as long as we're not really getting last hits, those things are not killing anything. As long as they don't kill anything, it seems like my other weapons are overshowering the flowers. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see in the achievement. There's an achievement for 30 minutes in the Bone Zone. That is a new map, yes. We played that in the early part of this segment of the stream. It is exactly what you would think it is. There is exclusively bone-based enemies in there. I don't know if it was just me having bad luck, or if it's always going to happen in there, but there was also a green death spawning in at some point. And I was very happy that I started with the reviving Arcana, because otherwise he would have killed me. He would have killed me dead. Welcome back, L. We are playing as a dog, and the dog farts flowers. Also our knives and fireballs and magic wands and death spirals are bouncing now. That was a very good description of everything going on in here. That was a very short and compact description of what this run is all about. We're already level 165. We are still getting kills done here, which is nice. We only need to get to level 100 in order to unlock the final thing that we are apparently still missing. Unless there's some kind of secret still baked in here, which might be a thing. But we're gonna see, we're gonna see. We still have a little bit more run going on in here. Just a little bit more. And if it's gonna be good, if it's gonna matter, if it's gonna be fine and nice, we might find out. Last minute is about to begin. One thing that I can't help but notice is we are really not suffering from keeping all these enemies at bay. This is not a high curse run, so this is not the super high stress test. But we are keeping these enemies at bay. They actually have a hard time approaching us, which is definitely good. Which is really okay. Now the robots come, and this is gonna be the problematic part. We only have one revival. So this is where we will have to shine the brightest. Okay. They are getting way too close for comfort in here. They are getting way too close for comfort in here. We will probably have to consume a lot of chicken in here. But we do have some armor, so we should be fine-ish. Chicken. The armor is actually saving our life in here, probably. Some more chicken, just to keep us safe and sound. Yeah, this is a bit more stress testy than what I previously had in mind. But we're still getting stuff done. We are also suffering a little bit. We're getting experience, giving us more floor chicken, keeping us nice, strong, and powerful. 2 dragon shrimps. Oh, I'm almost dead. I'm gonna read a question in a moment. Gonna read a question in a moment. Gonna read a question in a moment. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. And we lift. I think we still had 1 revive left, right? Yeah, we did. And it is done. Oh, that was actually kind of taxing, not gonna lie, towards the end. Quit. Let's see that damage. Hellfire, 12k damage, about what I expected. Death Spiral, almost 9k, also along the lines. Holy Wand and Thousand Edge, both dealing 6.3 to 6.4k damage, is a lot more than I ever seen both of these damage do. They really benefited from the Arcanas. Anoli Vespers, fashionably. Really not surprised that Celestial Dust, that's a new weapon, didn't even manage to pass 1000k damage, 1000 DPS. Not surprised about that at all. It feels like it's more of a support weapon than an actual damage weapon.